Hello dear learners. Today we are going to learn the calculations of on three sector economies equilibrium level of income. Okay. If you, I am sure you all have gone through my earlier videos on three sector economy and equilibrium, where we have learned government expenditure multiplier, and I'm sure you must have also watched a video on tax multiplier. If not, first go through, just watch those two videos, three sector economy and equilibrium income of the country, with government expenditure multiplier and with tax multiplier. It's only after you learn those concepts you will be able to do the calculation part on the same. Okay, so let us do the calculation on the equilibrium of income, consumption, savings, investment in three sector economy. So for that, let us have one case study. In this case study, you can see that we have been given a consumption function. We have been given the values for government expenditure, G, investment expenditure, and taxes. And here they have asked us to calculate equilibrium level of income Y, equilibrium level of consumption C, equilibrium level of savings by private sector S, and they have also asked the impact of reduction in a tax on the income of the country with the help of tax multiplier. That's why I told you to first refer those videos, then only be able to do the calculation of this. Okay, so as you know that equilibrium level of income in three sector economy is Y is equal to C plus I plus G, right? And here we have been given a consumption function, so we will replace this consumption function over here. So Y is equal to, for C I am writing consumption function 250 plus 0.75 of 0.75, that is 75% of disposable income plus remaining variables as it is I and G. Now what is disposable income? Disposable income is nothing but income left after payment of taxes, right? So let's replace that over here. So this is 250 plus 0.75 of Y minus T, because disposable income is not directly given here. We are required to calculate, and we can do that because we have given the value of T and income to be find out, and that's why we can write it as a Y minus T plus as it is I. So let's replace the value of I here. I is given 80, okay, and G is given 150. These are all in crores, rupees crores. So we can solve this 250 plus 0.75 into Y. We'll just solve this first. 0.75 into Y. Minus 0.75 into T. 0.75 into T. T value is given to us 200. So let's put this value here. 200. Other value as it is, I is 80 and G is 150 crore. Now you can see here, this is the only variable which we cannot sum up with these. So we take it, since it's a Y connected to Y, we will take it on this side. So this becomes Y minus This is plus 0.75y. So it becomes minor when it comes on the left hand side. 0.75y. Okay. Other values remaining on the right hand side, and we can solve them. So this is 250. Let's plus 250 plus 150, that is 400. 400 plus 80 is 480. So thus this becomes 480. This plus this plus this. Okay. Plus, no, it's minus now because there's a tax. So tax will lead to deduction in your income. So that's why it is a minus value. Minus 0.75 of 200. So I can write it as a 75 upon 100. 75% of 200. Okay. So let's solve this. 100 ones are 100. 100 twos are 200. 75 into 2 is 150. So this is 480 minus 1 minus 150 crore equal to this. We can write it as y in bracket. We have taken y common, bracket 1 minus 0.75. Okay. Let's solve this on the next slide, keeping these values in mind. So we have y is equal to 1 minus 0.75 goes on the right hand side. So it is in multiplication over here. You can see here it was in multiplication. Y into 1 minus 0.75. So when it goes to the right hand side, it becomes division. So this will be 1 upon 1 minus 0.75 into it was 480 minus 150. 480 minus 150. 480 minus 150. That is equal to 0. This let's solve this first. 1 minus 0.75, the answer will be 0.25. Okay. And let's solve this. Minus 0. 8 minus 5, 3. Okay. So we got income of the country is given by 1 upon 0.25 into 330. Now let's solve this. 1 upon 25 upon 100 into 330. So this becomes reverse. 100 upon 25 into 330. So we got 100 upon 25 into 330. So 25 ones are 25, 25 fours are 100. So we get the answer 4 into 330. That will be the final answer for y. Now you can see here what we can interpret from this. Now 4 times 330, the answer will be 4 zeros are 0, 4 threes are 12, 1 4 is 12, 30. So rupees 1320 crore is our equilibrium level of national income. What we learn, what we can interpret from this case is that a 330 crore level of C plus I plus G leads to 4 times rise in the income, and that's why with 330 crore rupees of C plus I plus G, we are able to derive income for the country not equal to 330. There is a multiplier effect of 4 times, and thus final income generation of the country in the 3-sector economy is 1320. I hope this is clear to you all. This is how multiply can play a miracle. By just having more activities in a country will have a multiple effect in terms of its national income. Okay, so note down this. Okay, now let's remember this figure, as we are going to use this answer in our case study. We have done with the equilibrium level of income. Our equilibrium level of income is now 1,320 crore rupees. Now let's find out C and S. Let's do it. Now we, with the value of income 1,320, the question asked is, if the income of the country is 1,320, what will be the equilibrium level of consumption? Because we have not been given the value of consumption in our case study. They have just given us consumption function is equal to 250 plus, that is A plus B of, and this is A plus B, that is 0.75 of YD, right? So we have to just simply put these values into this formula A plus B of YD to get the equilibrium level of consumption. Now, we know the value of A, which is 250. We know the value of B, which is 0.75. And we need to, now disposable income is what? The total income of the country minus taxes. So we know the total income of the country is 1,320 minus taxes. Let's check what is the value for tax. If I am not wrong, it is 2. Yes, it is 200 rupees of tax is being imposed on the country. So this is 1,320 minus taxes of 200 crore will give us disposable income here. And that disposable income is the income which is left with the household to spend on consumption. So household is already spending 250 crore rupees as an autonomous consumption, but with the disposable income left, they also have a induced consumption. So let's find out autonomous consumption 250 crore plus induced consumption. So 0.75 into 1,320 minus 200, the answer is very simple, 1120. Let's solve this. So 250 plus 75 upon 100 into 1120. I'm just cancelling out zeros. So we get 250 plus 75 into 112 upon 10. So we get the answer 75 into 112. Yeah. So we get the answer equal to plus 8,400 upon 10. Just cancel out 0, 0. So we get here C is equal to 250 plus 840. So the answer is 0 plus 0 is 0, 5 plus 4 is 9, 8 plus 2 is 0. So students, we got equilibrium consumption of rupees 1090 crores when the income of the country, gross income of the country is 1,320, or when the disposable income of the country is 1,120 crores, consumption is 1,090 crores. Clear? Please note it down or take a screenshot of this so that we can proceed with the calculation of S, that is savings. I'll do it here itself. Let's do the calculation of S, that is savings. What is savings? Savings are nothing but whatever income left, after payment of taxes and after spending on consumption. So whatever total income we have, whatever is being left after paying taxes, that is your disposable income, and from that again you are spending some amount on consumption. After spending on consumption your disposable income, whatever amount is left you can save. So that becomes your savings. So S, we'll simply put the values here. Y minus T, we already know the answer. This is your Y, this is your T. We already know the answer. It's 1120. So it's 1120. This is 1120 minus consumption, which is 1090 crores. 1090 crores. So when we solve this, we get the answer 0 as 30 crore rupees. So when the consumption is 1090 crore, out of total disposable income of 1120 crore, whatever the amount is left is a private sector savings, which is nothing but 30 crore rupees. So we have done with the first sub question of the case study, that is calculation of equilibrium income, calculation of equilibrium consumption, and calculation of equilibrium savings in the three sector economy. Let us now solve the second subsection of the first case study. Here they have asked us to calculate effect of tax on the income of the country, and here they have taken a reduction in a tax and its effect on the income of the country. So there is a reduction in tax by 30. So let us do the calculation of second part of the case study. Yes, so now we are solving the sub question. That is, here they have asked us if to find out the effect of change in the tax on the income of the country. And since your tax has been reduced, income has definitely increased, but by what percentage or by what amount income has increased, that is the question. So for this we are going to use tax multiplier formula. Tax multiplier formula is what? Delta Y is equal to, formula for the tax multiplier is minus B upon 1 minus B into delta T. This is the formula for tax multiplier. This is your formula for tax multiplier. Okay. We know the value of B. Value of B is 0.75. So we'll just keep the sign as it is. We'll just put the values here in the formula. Minus 0.75 upon 1 minus 0.75. Okay. This into change in a tax. Just we have seen in the case study, the tax has been reduced by 30 crore rupees. That means change in a tax is being given and it has been reduced. Since tax has reduced, obviously it will have a negative value. So we'll write minus 30 by 30 crore rupees tax has been reduced. So minus 30 will be the value for delta T. Now let's solve this. This is minus 0.75 upon 0.25 into minus 30. So we can write it as minus 75 upon 100 upon 25 upon 100 into minus 30. 100 and 100 goes away. So this becomes minus 75 upon 25 into minus 30. Okay. So when we multiply, yes, either here we can find out the value of tax multiplier. You can directly find out a value for tax multiplier. 25 ones are 25, 25 3s are 75, right? So value of tax multiplier is -3 because there's a deduction in the income when there's a tax. So therefore the value of the multiplier will be always in a minus. But there's a, since tax reduction, it also has a minus value, so it's -30. So -3 into -30, answer is simple. It's +90. So change in income is +90 crore rupees. So we have solved the sub question of the first case study. That, so what we interpret from this, that fall in the tax by 30 crore rupees, given the value of tax multiplier as -3, there will be a rise in the income by 3 times of the tax reduction, that is 90 crore rupees. Okay. All of you please note it down or take a screenshot of this and try to solve similar such questions by referring some good reference books. Thank you.